Hello, welcome to episode 2, Final Pod 90. Thanks for everyone who watched last week's episode. It's here with me, Rob, and DL. This week we're talking Neymar, Football League results, Premier League start of the season. Hope you enjoy, and let's get going.
Hey guys, welcome to the Final Pod 90 episode 2. Cheers to everyone that watched the first episode, really appreciate it. Thanks for all the feedback, all the comments, like, subscribe. Really do appreciate it. Obviously we're just starting out, it's really nice to get your feedback. A few things we're going to talk about this week. I'll pass over to Rob.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Neymar, obviously the mental money he's gone for. I don't think that transfer is going to be beaten again for a long time. I can only think of 2 players in the world that will go for more than that. It's just ridiculous.
I think 200 million, it is Neymar. I think he is the best player in the world, the most expensive player in the world.
They can afford it.
I mean, Messi, Ronaldo are probably better than him, but they're also a lot older than him. I don't think there's anyone I can think of in football that would have cost more than that. Maybe in the future, people might. I don't know. What I think it's definitely going to do is raise every other transfer is going to go through the roof now, especially for the next month.
I can't see it being sustainable though. There have to put some limits on it because it's just ridiculous. I mean, how can somebody be worth 200 million?
It is crazy.
How long ago was it? You said to me the other day, Alan Shearer went for 15 million out of world record.
Yeah, I mean,
20 years.
Yeah, if that.
That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But he's a quality player, and they want to win the Champions League. So you never know. He's now the main man at that club, and that's what he wanted. He always wanted to be the main player. And personally, he could have been that at Barcelona. He just needs to be more patient because he's got a lot of years on Messi, and I think Messi's got he's 30 now. He's going to start fading in the next few years. So another 4 seasons would have won probably 3 or 4 leagues. Probably would have won the Champions League again. He's not guaranteed success at Paris Saint-Germain. They didn't win anything last season. If I'm right, they certainly didn't win the league. Obviously, win the Champions League. So, but there's a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and he doesn't seem to be a player that really faced pressure. But £200 million on his shoulders.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I mean, I get the move. PSG, they're a big team. He goes there and he gets to be number 1, like you say. If he can bring a Champions League into Paris, I mean, I get why he wants to live in Paris. It's an amazing city. Been to PSG myself a couple of times. It's been great fun.
Yeah, cool.
I think what it has done, I mean, it's not just that transfer for me this season. If you look at every transfer, Premier League clubs are shilling out 75 million. For Lukaku, 60 million. And now you look at Championship clubs. Yeah. A £10 million fee isn't a stranger in the Championship anymore. I mean, back when Plymouth were in the Championship, we were spending 500 grand on players who were some of the best players in the league.
And last year, Bristol City sold Jonathan Kodja for 15 million. I know Villa are cash rich, and they have parachute payments, but still 15 million in the Championship. It's more than people are going for in Bundesliga, which is probably the 2nd or 3rd best league in the world. I'm pretty sure. So it's crazy. It worries me because I don't think it can be sustained. There's going to be a point where one of these rich chairmen are going to pull out. If Abramovich left Chelsea, where does that leave them? How are they going to pay Morata's 200 grand a week plus, which he's probably on? I would have thought. I don't know how they can play these players. I don't understand how they can sustain this. But like I said, if it brings a Champions League to Paris for Neymar, then he's done what he's been paying 400 grand a week for. I think that's what they want. And good luck to him. He's a great player, and whether he's worth 200 million, I don't think so.
I mean, with that transfer as well, there's going to be a big movement now because it looks like Coutinho is probably going to go to Barcelona. Liverpool are going to have 100 million in the bank. Who are they going to go out and get? I'm not sure. There's talks of Lanzini. Can Lanzini fill Coutinho's? And is Lanzini worth 50 million if they're going to pay it for him? I don't think so. Not by a long shot.
And Liverpool confuses me because they're in the Champions League, but they're not attracting any players. Maybe it's not because they can't pay the money, but I would have thought they would have been more active in the market. I think I'd snap your hands off 120 million for Coutinho.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
it's ridiculous, man.
I think Liverpool. I'm not a massive fan of them as a club, but what they don't seem to be doing, which a lot of clubs, especially United and Chelsea, are doing, is putting people on stupid wages.
Yeah, true.
They're keeping things steady, but at the same time, maybe they are missing out. But I don't know. I'm not sure. Van Dijk, is he going to go to them? Is that going to be 40 million? I'm not sure. Is he worth 40 million? Probably not. But it's supply and demand at the moment. It's what's kind of kicked off all these transfer fees. And when's it going to stop?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It will. It eventually will. But at the minute, it's quite exciting to watch. It's quite exciting to see the rumours every day. Anyway, we'll move on. I think to the Football League. which is where our boys
Football League
play.
Week 1, I know. Down in the dumps.
Yeah, you were at Peterborough.
I was. It was a good day. It felt good to be back.
Peterborough Plymouth.
A few months, we got over the fact that we didn't win the title. Nice to be back at football. We didn't win the game. We played well, but just a day, just to be back in, on the train, few beers, at the game. That was what it was it for me.
I had the opposite because I was looking after my sick daughter, so I just got to watch Sky Sports News. But we tweeted the results. It was good fun. And my boys Bristol City in top of the league, 3-1 win over Barnsley, and then 5-0 win last night against Plymouth. Which was,
the less we can say about the Carabao Cup, the better. But I don't even know what Carabao is. But I think from the Football League, a few notable performances. Luton 8-2. What a way to start the league with confidence.
And it made me laugh. They were 1-0 down.
It did, yeah. I mean, Yeovil, they've just got to put it in a bag and let it go for the rest of the season. They've scored 2 goals away at Luton, which probably isn't any mean feat because Luton probably one of my favourites for the league sort of promotion this season.
I think Mansfield. I tipped for the league this year between Luton and Mansfield, but there was some good results in that league. I mean, it's a strong league. It's not one that many people watch unless you're core supporters, but Swindon Town getting an away win at Carlisle was good. Shows you where they are. Dark Horses, Accrington Stanley, again, they're up there the last couple of seasons, but they 3-1 win over Colchester, I believe. Nice to see Lincoln back in the league, 2-2 at Wickham. And Forest Green, local team to me, always keep an eye on them. Smallest club in the league, I believe. Well, they've certainly got the smallest population in their village. 2-2 at home to Barnet. They're all 2-0 up, so unlucky there. But, they can stay in the league, it'd be good. And you can't write Exeter City off. I know you don't like Exeter City, but you can't write them off. They did fair fun last year, so
I mean, they're fan owned, which is always nice.
Yeah,
they like to remind us that they're fan owned, but it's interesting. I'm not sure where that league's going to go.
It's going to be a tight league. Coventry in there as well.
Yeah, Coventry. I mean, they played well first game, but then they struggled with Blackburn, but in the cup. But again, Blackburn, they had a poor start to the season.
Terrible. Southend
and then Southend have gone in the cup on the Wednesday night and Tuesday night and lost to Newport at home. And it's a strange set of results already, which is just amazing for the season, I suppose.
The Newport result, there's a player on loan from my boys Bristol City called Sean McCloskey. He scored the equaliser on the weekend for Newport, like 96th minute. He scored 2 in the cup. He's one to watch. He's out on loan. I thought he'd be playing first team, but he's probably not quite ready for Championship. But he's one to keep an eye on. If you want to bet this season, a good bet. First goal scorer in a Newport match, probably at home. And if he's starting, Sean McCloskey, it's a good one to have on. Not much known about him. He's a youngster. He scored 30 goals last season. He was on loan at Bath City, and he was also on loan at Western-super-Mare. Lower league teams, but he scored 30 goals. So he's only like 19. So one to watch out for. Your boys lost, didn't they? 2-1 away at Peterborough.
Unfortunately, Portsmouth as well, back in League One, had a solid win at home. I think they're going to be good this season, as much as we ain't the best teammates, I suppose.
Yeah.
But they're good. Their following is just insane.
Yeah.
The fans that stuck with them down to League Two, and now they're on their way back, and it's crazy. 15,000, 16,000 in League Two. I can't think of any other country in the world where you get sort of League Two, 4th tier football with 16,000 fans, and I think they're going to be good this season. Wigan had a solid win away at Milton Keynes.
Yeah, that's a good win.
I think Blackburn will probably bounce back from a poor first game.
I think just need to get used to the league. It's not as the Championship's hard league. It's a little bit more fluid than League Two. I think there's quite a big. I think League One, League Two. There's not much difference between the two, but there's a real big jump up into the Championship.
Yeah, and as we're saying, with the financial differences now, is going to, if anything, it's going to grow further. The Championship, as you say, your boys 3-1, top of the league. Interesting. I think it's a similar start last season. It kind of died away.
Yeah, we'll see where we are. We can never tell, but we were 3-0 up after 20 minutes. An assist from Joe Bryan, who was a City youngster, 2 goals from Bobby Reid, who's a City youngster, both local lads. Really, really promising. Spent 5.2 million on a striker from France, Senegalese guy, Diadou. He scored him as well. So it's nice to get him one of those debut. And shame we let one in the end. It's no one's fault, but an amazing start to the season. Especially last season was so poor. Great start, terrible middle. Decent end. Moved out some deadwood. People like Lee Tomlin, which was a problem player, gone to Cardiff. They also had a good win. I think we've got a very, very good team there, and I'm confident that we'll do well. I'm not here to talk about just Bristol City. The standout result for me was Queens Park Rangers beating Reading. Reading final this last year. an amazing season under Jaap Stam. Slow. I think they had a slow after the first few games. It kind of dipped, and then they picked up. If that hadn't dipped, they could have got to automatic. Just Brighton and Newcastle just took it away really. But to lose 2-0, and from what I heard, they were poor. They didn't play well at all. Queen's Park Rangers, an old enemy of yours, Ian Holloway, and
best mate.
Yeah, he's done pretty well there. They've got some financial difficulties. I think they haven't really bought anyone, and to put in a solid performance like that, Colin Washington 2 goals.
Yeah, he's a good player. A couple of results for me. Middlesbrough lost on their return. Sunderland with a draw on Friday night. Didn't really inspire a lot. Two teams for me. I expected Sunderland to do well. I know they've been poor for a few years and they were due this relegation and have a season in the Championship. But I did think they've got a few players in there that can pull them back. Whether they will, the way they played.
I don't think they've got the manager there. Personally, I don't think Simon Grayson's good enough to manage such a big club, especially under problems. I might be wrong, but not a bad result they won at Derby, especially with the mess they're in. I think they've done all right. It's a good start to the Championship. It's a really interesting league. It's really open, really, really open. And, it could be anyone's league, really. I was one I couldn't predict who would win that league this year. I couldn't predict it.
I mean, for me, Middlesbrough Villa looked good. And how strange was it seeing John Terry in a Villa shirt? I've got to say. I was on the train when it was on and we had it on the phone as best we could, but so strange. At Villa and Hull, I think they'll be there or thereabouts. Middlesbrough, another team for me. Be interested to see if Sheffield Wednesday can push on and Leeds as well. I think Leeds are so overdue a season back in the Premier League, but they keep seeming to just be in the nearly men. They nearly get there and they nearly get there.
The ownership of Leeds confuses me though because I've never heard of the manager. He might be amazing, because Wagner did it at Huddersfield yesterday. I think it's Christensen. I think his name is. I might be wrong. I think he managed in Spain once. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'll have to look up that. I'll tweet out where he's come from. But 3-2 away at Bolton, great win for them. But it's just unknown, and it goes one way or the other. I think with unknowns. Wagner with Huddersfield, amazing. But we've seen unknowns come in and just be used. I think the guy that Wolves hired a few years ago, the Norwegian guy, just dreadful.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
It's going to be a good league, and Wolves. Talking about Wolves, they're one to watch out for as well.
They spent a lot of money as well. They bought that chap in from Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid. I want to say Atletico Madrid or Porto. Sorry, Porto. I'm sure I'll be corrected if it's wrong. Porto. That was 15.6 million.
Yeah,
or 14.6.
They're like a little Portugal. They really are, and they again going to go one way or the other. The players are going to come to that club. They're going to be in the Midlands, and I don't want to offend anyone, but they're going to be coming from Madrid and places in Portugal where there's lots of sun. They're going to come to the Midlands, and it may be a culture shock. But if they get the right balance and they get the team spirit there, you never know. Could push on and do well. They spent a lot of money last year and they were poor. They barely avoided relegation. So, but good win home at Middlesbrough, and they played well. From what I heard, played really well. So really interesting league, really good results all round. I think so. No one stood out apart from Luton. They stood out as they flew out the blocks. Everyone else,
definitely. I mean, if you had to make a pick each league up and down, what would you say?
Championship. I won't include. Let's not include our teams because we'll always be biased.
I don't think we're going anywhere anyway. To be honest with you, but we'll see.
I think if I play it safe in the Championship, up I'd say Villa, Middlesbrough, and Hull, because of the money. If I was going to chuck one in there as a risk, I'd chuck in Wolverhampton Wanderers, perhaps as one of as a outsider. Fulham, possibly, but no, I'll stick with those three. I think Villa will get up, and I think Middlesbrough will get it right. I think Gary Monk's a really good manager, and I think those two will go up automatically. And then from the playoffs, I'd go between Wolves and Hull, between those two.
I can't really disagree, to be honest. Middlesbrough and Villa, slightly different in playoffs. I fancy Norwich.
Yeah,
they've got a good team. They've got the magician there, Wes Hoolahan.
Yeah,
I fancy Norwich.
It's fine. I don't know anything about that Man U manager though. Seems
yeah, that's true.
Another one from Dortmund, but works for Huddersfield. League One, it's a tough one. I think I'd put Portsmouth in the mix just because they have momentum. I think Blackburn Rovers will I think the quality in that league, and I think Blackburn will be there. I'll say Blackburn. I'll say Bradford to come second, and I'll go with from playoffs. Portsmouth. And the reason I say Bradford is that I've been reading up about them recently. Fantastic club. The chairman, the season tickets are like £120. They've got, I think they had just under 21,000 for their home game, which they won 2-1 against Blackpool. Real club on the up. Stuart McCall, a lot of pressure on them because they're really, really good, but seem to be really stable, really, really well organised, run club, and seem to really engage with the community. So they're looking good. And I think they were there and thereabouts last season, so I think they'll be automatic this year.
I think you can't look beyond Blackburn.
No.
Wigan, if things go well, Will Grigg is on fire again. Hopefully he is, because I love that song. But Portsmouth, I think they're going to be up there. Dark horses for me, maybe Fleetwood again.
Yeah,
they had a really good start against Rotherham.
Yeah.
So we'll see. League 2 for me again. Luton, you win 8-2 on the opening day. You've got to fancy yourselves. I thought they were looking good before. As you said earlier, Mansfield looked quite positive. Got to look at Swindon bouncing back maybe. Colchester was strong last season. And maybe a sneak for the playoffs for Exeter. We'll see. Maybe not. And maybe I hope not. I don't know.
I'll go the top 3 this year. I'm going to go with Mansfield to win the league. They look pretty decent. I think Luton, between Luton and Mansfield for the top 2. I'll chuck in Coventry to come third. And I'm going to dark horse. I'm going to stick with them this season. I'm going to put a bet on it. I think Accrington Stanley get promoted for the club this year.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But
that's what
I just can't wait for the season. Who you boys got this weekend?
I've forgotten.
Yeah. We got Charlton at home. Look forward to going down Friday night.
Beat Rovers at home this year. This start the season starts good.
I think they always beat Rovers.
Yeah.
From what I remember from my mate who's a Charlton fan, always beat Rovers. But look forward to the game. Can't wait to get back down home to watch it. First home game of the season is always massive, and just can't wait.
And we're aware at Birmingham.
Birmingham.
And we're not happy with Aaron Knapp. He's messed around with one of our best players, so it's going to be a bit tense. And you never know. Aidan Flint could be at Birmingham by Saturday, so hopefully not. Hopefully he sorts his head out and he puts on a 6 shirt again and he plays for us. But he could be there. £10 million is what our chairman wants, so he can be one of our favourite players. Goal scoring machine from the centre back, great player. 10 million is a lot for him. If we get it, he's more than welcome to go. But Lee Johnson and Aaron have had a few words with each other apparently, and it's going to be a bit tense. So I'm hoping for an away win. Been a cracker start. 8 goals in 2 games for us, so looking to build on that.
Wednesday. Can't wait for the weekend.
Yeah. Anyway, that's I think that's us done. We're going to do another video for the Premier League. We haven't forgotten about Premier League. Obviously, it's the biggest day of the season. It's like your birthday. Opening day of the season.
Friday night. Arsenal-Leicester. We're going to do a few predictions. He's going to be stunning. Look at him in the no goals in the final beat at the post. That'll have to do for now. But there'll be a prediction video to follow. Yeah. But yeah, cheers. Thanks everyone for watching again. Appreciate all your support. If you like it, give us a comment, give us a subscribe. Always appreciated. And cheers for watching. Yeah, follow us on YouTube, Final Third 90, and Twitter, the Final Third 90. We tweet all about the transfers coming in, got some good sources and all the results. And obviously, subscribe on YouTube. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Thanks.